Okay, so I'm going to show you how to teach hoof handling with Shadow here, and you need to really use scratches as rewards because that's something that they can really understand from an early age. If you find that your fingers aren't strong enough to be able to scratch a sufficient amount that it's rewarding, Shadow, then you can try using a back scratcher. So I'm going to give him a really good scratch, but it's not good enough today, so I'm going to try using this. Shadow, just trying to find some nuts that we put on the floor earlier on. Can you see now his lips are going a little bit? I might try putting it out a bit so that it's a bit loose. You can try under his belly. Now what you want to know that your scratches are rewarding enough is that real lip curling. And you see now his nose is wiggling. It has to be that good for it to be something rewarding. If they start to nuzzle you and you don't want that because there might be teeth involved, you just stop. And then when their head is away from you, start again with either fingers or some sort of scratcher. Okay. So he's really liking that now. So I'm going to ask him to come a bit over here where it's flatter, because you need to set yourself up for success. Do you want another scratch? So that's good because he followed my hand. I wanted to reward him for that too. Good boy. So we've got to make sure that he's genuinely enjoying this. There we go. And then, initially when we want to teach hoof handling, you might start with just running your hands down as though you're going down the leg, but not even touch the leg. And then a nice scratch. Because what you want the first behaviour to be is just standing still and not flinging their legs up in the air. So you want to do that, make sure they're nice and calm, and then another scratch. And then we'll go again. And then as they get better and better at it, good boy, you can end up running your hands so just to the knee. So again, you might even go no further down than the shoulder. You might even just go there and reward them for staying still like that. And then try running all the way down and then a big scratch. So I'm using my fingers now, but I think actually I've never tried the back scratcher on Shadow and he really quite likes it. Okay, and then you want to check that he can do this all the way around. Boy. Each time making sure that when you reward him it's still rewarding enough. So I'm going to go down this side. There you go, good boy. And for your babies, 2 minutes might be enough initially because their attention span just isn't enough to cope with a longer session. So there we go. Now Shadow's getting a bit too into the scratches, so again you might want to just reward for him just keeping his head forwards and not getting a bit pushy about the scratches. So the next thing with the hoof handling, ideally you'll have your hoof pick there. I haven't got the hoof pick on me right now, but you don't use it first of all, you just get them used to it being around. And you reward for a weight shift first. Shadow's too good. So initially, there we go. So now, just there. So just a weight shift. Again, it's hard because he knows the behaviour to teach him to break it down to show you. So try here. So, good boy. But you must make sure that first of all they can have your hands running down all four legs without fidgeting and flinging their feet up until you change what you're asking and just start to ask for that little bit more. So at the moment I've just got my fingers behind his fetlock and I just saw his hoof start to tip, and that's enough. And then you get more and more and more using those scratches as a reward, and that's probably enough to be going on with for now.